watched the day before from his father's boat. They should have been finished their day's catch and heading for home. But the day had been hot, too still, and no one had caught anything. Their boat was empty, listless as the day. He'd been jigging carelessly when he'd seen the small cod. The fish hung suspended in the green sea. Alex stopped making even small movements with his line. He didn't want to catch it, even if it was the only fish they caught that day. Better to be clean with none than sullied with one lone fish. The fish stayed beside the boat, getting no closer to Alex's line, seeming to invite Alex to join it in the green sun water. Alex reached out as if he could touch the fish, and it moved away from him, away from the boat and lines, its tail moving slightly, taking its leave, as if it barely noticed the leaving. Now Alex is walking in, intending to go over his head. In order to swim, he will have to go where he can't touch bottom, and will have to rise, float. The water tugs lightly on his bare body, pushes against him, and pulls away again. His fish share's shadow keeps him company on his walk out, keeps him safe. And there is his older brother on shore, watchman. Then Alex is in over his head, his eyes open while the ceiling of water falls away from him. Reggie sees his brother sink and disappear, not a hand raised, nothing to be seen at all in the darkness of the sea. Reggie is 5 feet up from the water on the tide-flattened sand, with no height to see better. He counts to 10, but at 6 he can't wait any longer. He looks around for help. There is no one close. They are alone. No one lives down here right by the shore. Foolish. The wind, the storms, the water, too close. Reggie runs down to the water's edge. He can't swim. He can't tell where Alex is anymore in this sea of sea. It all looks the same. No points of land, no way to mark this landscape. He is helpless, frozen on the shore. Foolish, both of them foolish. Alex closes his mouth just in time. The beauty of the water overhead startles him. Bubbles of green light caught between the sea and the sun rise and fall with the water's slight wave. He sinks further down. The water rises above him, suspends itself over him. Reggie kicks off his shoes. He will have to go in. The salt and water cling heavy to his pants. The water sucks at him, threatens to topple him, sucking and pulling. He goes in deeper, past his waist, up to his chest. He doesn't realize he is crying, thinks it is the sea he tastes. He calls out, barely a whisper, not hearing it himself, Alex. The water weighs on Alex, tries to hold him down. He opens his mouth and it fills with water, with salt that chokes him. He is afraid and he kicks his legs, moves his arms, and he rises. Knows, even in this panic, that he has swum. Knows now, too, that he is as free as the cod, owner of the sea, both possessor and possessed. Reggie stops and tries to hold himself as still as possible, his arms clenched, held tight at his side, a post in the sea, the water up to his neck. Alex is there in front of him, deeper than Reggie can touch. Reggie begins to move backwards, keeps his back to the shore and his eyes on the sea and Alex. It's safer that way. Never turn your back on something you can't trust.